everyone, my name is Marissa Filter, and today I'm going to talk to you about the RAY26 sensor from SICK. First, let's talk a little bit about the RAY26. The RAY26 is a single photoelectric sensor that shoots out an array of light that is 55 millimeters tall. This sensor is especially useful for the storage and conveyor industries for customers who are dealing with variable packaging, whether it's a difficult leading edge, variation in height, size, or even color and material. They need to accurately detect their material moving down a conveyor. The RAY26 is a retroreflective sensor, which means it requires a polarized reflector to be mounted across from the sensor to operate. Here's the setup that I have here for the demo. I have the sensor mounted here, and then I have this notepad piece of paper acting as my conveyor, and then 1.5 meters away I have the reflector mounted. This sensor can actually see out to 4.5 meters, but I have it mounted at 1.5 just for the sake of this demo. One highlight of this sensor is its reliable detection. It can reliably detect down to a 3 millimeter object, and today I'm going to show you some difficult objects that it sees every single time. I have 4 different objects that I'm going to demo today. The first is a standard Lego that I got from my nephew's kit. So this is a 3 millimeter object at its smallest point, and it's 5 millimeters at its tallest point. Let's see how the sensor does. So first of all, I have the sensor powered up with a battery box, as you can see here. The green light on the left means that it's powered up, and the orange light here is your detection signal. So first, to teach the sensor, we're going to use the yellow button up top, and then we're going to push it until we see an orange flashing light. Okay, there's the flashing light. So now I let go, and the sensor's... Now if I move this red Lego through, you'll see it accurately switch off. Right there, as it hits through the light. No false trips, and then it turns right back on. Very simple. Whether it's in the 3 millimeter or in the 5 millimeter portion, it's accurately turning off. Next, we're going to try a clear material. I often get questions about how this sensor will work with a clear material. Let's try this clear Lego. As you can see, absolutely no issues for this sensor at all. Moving through, no false trips as well. Moving on, we have a package of sauce for the third object that I want to show off. This is a really good example of something that might be more in the consumer space and isn't for storage and conveyor, but still a really real example where you need to know if there's a package on your conveyor. As you can see, this package of sauce is very, very thin. Putting this onto my conveyor, you will see that it accurately switches off as soon as it breaks the beam, not just the thickest part of the packet. No false trips, no matter how much I move, no issues with this sensor. And last but not least, I've decided to show a mint, Lifesaver Mint, because this is pretty difficult because it has this clear packaging and you want to detect the packaging well before you see the thicker object. So, as you can see, I move the Lifesaver through and it accurately turns off. And seeing where that alignment is, you can see here that that's switching off well before it actually is seeing the mint on the reflector.